right, looks like it's going. We're Group 8, right? And then it's Lesson 4, Chapter 9, Group Quizzing. So, anybody want to start us off?
Yeah, so the first one.
Yeah.
So for the first one, I got D. Other countries have a comparative advantage over Guatemalan production of coffee, and Guatemala will import coffee.
That's what I got.
I agree.
The D?
Yeah, I put D on the first one.
Oh, okay. It went in and out. Okay. Suppose the national, or well, just say what we got and move on.
We should probably read it. I'd like to read it. Just I don't understand all of them.
Okay. Suppose the nation of Canada forbids international trade. In Canada, you can obtain a hockey stick by trading 5 baseball bats. In other countries, you can obtain 8 baseball bats. These facts indicate that, but A, if Canada were allowed to trade, or were to allow trade, it would export hockey sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Any other answers?
I put well, okay, so which one of them is wrong? Because I put all of the above are correct.
So Canada does not have an absolute advantage in hockey sticks because they make the same number of hockey sticks. If they made 2 instead of the world's 1, then, or other countries 1, then they would have an absolute advantage. So B can't be right.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Between 5 baseball.
Absolute advantage basically means that they make more than other countries.
Makes sense. It costs them more because it costs well, because other. Okay, maybe hold on.
All right, so absolute advantage versus there's absolute advantage and comparative advantage. Absolute's really easy to figure out. It means that they just make more of that product than the other countries can. So Canada makes the same as other countries do. It's 1 hockey stick.
Okay.
So
I really know that. Oh, just overthinking it. Because to me, it makes sense. Like, we don't know how many hockey sticks they make. We just know how much it is compared to baseball bats.
Yeah.
well, that's the number it's giving you. So Canada, you can obtain 1 hockey. It's yeah, I guess I see what you're kind of thinking. You kind of got to go off the information you have, though.
Yeah. If you go to C, it says Canada has a comparative advantage in baseball bats, and that's false. Because for 1 hockey stick, they make 5, whereas everyone else makes 8.
Okay,
So,
that makes sense. I know that makes sense why that one's wrong.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
The other one, maybe not. But looking at C, definitely.
Okay.
I just figured that Canada makes 1 in the time it takes, the other one to make 1.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I got it.
Anyway.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3 is patterns of trade among nations are primarily determined by C, comparative advantage.
That's what I got.
Same.
I think done pretty good at drilling that into our heads.
Yeah.
The
The PowerPoint was interesting when it had like all the political reasons not to import and export and like the economist response. That was actually really interesting to look at and just kind of see.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it gets to the center of that. Okay, number 4, after a country goes from disallowing trade in coffee with other countries to allowing trade in coffee with other countries, or C, the domestic price of coffee will equal the world price of coffee.
Yeah, that's what I put.
That makes sense.
And I just put that because it always says that it meets the world's price.
Hmm.
Okay.
So even if the domestic price was cheaper and it like decides to export coffee, will its price then match the world price?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a mix between buyers aren't willing to pay, what is it, more, and sellers aren't willing to sell for less. But the right combination there. Yeah. So it all basically meets at the world
Okay.
one.
Interesting.
And that's especially and it doesn't say this in this part, but in that question, but the next one, it says the U.S. is a price taker. I guess that mostly, from what it sounds like, that mostly applies to other countries or markets. That means, oh, shoot, I wrote the definition. Do I need to go over it, or am I just rambling?
No, that'd be good to look at. I don't really know.
The price takers, usually small economies, they take the price of goods as given, like the world price. So that's basically that principle is that without international trade, their equilibrium will adjust to international trade equilibriums. That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right. Move on. Number 5. So the before trade domestic price of peaches in the United States is $40 per bushel. The world price of peaches is $52 per bushel. The U.S. is a price taker in the market for peaches. So if trade in peaches is allowed, the United States will become an exporter of peaches.
Yeah, that's what I put.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cheaper for them to provide it than the world can, so they'll sell that. Okay. Trade enhances the economic well-being of a nation in the sense that, let's see, trade results in an increase in total surplus.
How? Okay, I got that one wrong.
Well, maybe you didn't.
The trade enhances because someone loses, right? Every time that there's a that there is trade, that trade's allowed. So I put B, that the gains of the domestic producers of a good exceed the losses of domestic consumers. Well, okay, never mind. Actually, that would be if they would be exporting or importing. So I don't think that really actually applies.
Yeah, I went through the same thought process.
Okay, yeah, I just didn't think that through. But no, it makes sense. So total surplus, I guess, would be referring to, like, in general, they'd have more of a supply of, whatever it is, because then people would go off doing something else, or either way, they'd have more of a good.
Yep.
Okay.
Because they get the the original little triangle on the left of the whatever, and then plus the world amount.
Yeah.
Okay. Good on that.
Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah. Let's see. 6, 7. If this country allows free trade in tricycles, but A, consumers will gain and producers will lose.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yep.
Consumers will gain and producers will lose.
Yep, A.
Okay. Why is that?
What?
So, is that because if you bring if you go down the price curve down to like the world price, then the domestic demand goes down? Wait.
Right. So like they're selling it at $19, but the world price for it is at $11. So if they just
Oh,
import it, it'll be cheaper for consumers.
gotcha. Yeah.
So that's why consumers will gain and producers will lose because suddenly producers aren't selling it at that higher price.
I'm gonna go all crazy here for a sec.
Oh, whoa.
So when it moves from the domestic or the without trade, that line moves down here, and so this area is bigger for the consumers, and so the consumers gain, and the producers lose this area. So
Okay. Kind of. I think
kind
the
of.
other worked better for me.
What's that?
The other Mario's explanation worked better for me, but
Oh, okay. I go off of the graph. Just kind of reading
I have a
the
hard time understanding like their technological terms, but if it makes sense, like making a deal with someone, it makes more sense to me.
yeah.
graph. Okay. Yeah, we'll move on. I'll stop sharing my screen.
Wow.
Okay. So we're on 8. See, when a country allows trade and becomes an exporter of a good, which of the following is not a consequence? Excuse me. I put C. The losses of domestic consumers of the good exceed the gains of domestic producers of the good.
That's what I put. C.
C.
All right, which is not a consequence.
Good. Cool. See, 9. With trade, producer surplus is, I put A, $900.
Okay, how did you get that? Because
Yeah.
I could not.
I didn't understand that.
So I realized that we're talking basically we're having to take the area that they now have. So we're doing areas of squares, triangles, and trapezoids to find that out. So with trade, the producer's surplus is, so I took the area of, let's see, from 2 to 8, that little tiny triangle goes from 2 to 8, the price, and that equaled 900. So that's their surplus.
All right.
That's kind of what my description of the previous problem. It makes sense to think of it that way because when reading the graph, you have to look at the different areas that the versus what the producers have, and then you have to basically do the math to figure out the area of their portion. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah. Times 3 divided by 2 is 900. All right, that makes sense. So like if you take the area of it, it's goes from 2 to 8, so it's going to be that's equals 6, and then it goes out to 500, so 6 times to 300, so that's 1800, and it's a triangle. You divide it in half, so it's 900.
Yep.
Mathematics.
That's what I got. I did put a question mark next to it just in case I was wrong on doing the whole area thing, but it doesn't actually. Excuse me. Got a cold. That's in the book. So, but it does say what areas, in the graphs, it does say total surplus is A plus B plus C, and that's the areas that it's talking about. So I figured I'm going to start figuring out the areas of triangles, squares, and like I said, trapezoids too. So anyway, everyone good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
All right. So number 10, without trade, consumer surplus is, I got B, 845.
Consumer surplus.
Right.
So the consumer surplus is the one that's above the world price, the triangle above world price.
Let me pull it up.
So- Yeah, it's above the equilibrium on the at the demand side. So that'd be 130.
Consumer, that's that triangle above world price on the left.
Okay.
Everyone good or still working on it?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Number 11, with trade, total surplus in the Guatemalan coffee market amounts to, and I got C, 1,870. Because now you're talking about the total area.
So do the letters there correspond? Oh no, they don't.
So A,
All right. Okay.
that's the total area, right? A, B, C, F, D, and G. I think, right?
Wait for what?
The total surplus so total surplus is everything. So it's, you'd be adding the area, you can do it easier than this, but
Yeah.
adding the area of A, B, C, D, F, and G.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So which answer did
Number 12. Oh, I got C, 1,870. So if the math is right, then it's right. Number 12. When the country moves from free trade to a tariff, consumer surplus decreases by 576, and the producer surplus increases by 192.
All right.
Okay, yeah, no, that's what I got.
How you doing, Eric?
I haven't looked at the numbers, so I'll run through the numbers. I'll, I guess, do the math after this, and then I'll check and see if I got the same answers as you guys. Then I'll let you know.
Okay.
But
So 13. The nation of Aquilonia or whatever has decided to end its policy of not trading with the rest of the world. When it ends its trade restrictions, it discovers that it is importing rice, exporting steel, and neither importing or exporting TVs. We can conclude that producer surplus in Aquilonia is now D, lower in the rice and steel markets, and the same in the TV markets. That's what I said.
Wait, you said D?
I said D, yeah.
Okay, why is it lower? Wouldn't it have a? Okay, I was thinking surplus as in more, but obviously it's lower. Okay, never mind. We're good.
We're good? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is everyone good on that one?
Yeah, I am.
Yep.
Okay, cool. 14. The deadweight loss created by a below illustrates a tariff on the graph. Q represents quantity, P represents price. The deadweight loss created by the tariff is represented by the area, B, D, and F. That's pretty straightforward. It's right on the graph.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh wait. Says the following diagram shows the domestic demand and domestic supply in a market. In addition, assume that the world price in this market is $40 per unit. Suppose the government imposes a tariff of $20 to the tariff, as I put A, decreases imports of the good by 300 units and increases domestic production of the good by 300. I put a question mark next to that because I wasn't positive.
Okay, so wouldn't technically it be at the world price? So the world price would be 40.
And then it adds a tariff of $20, so that's up to 60.
Yeah, it'd be at 60. So technically there would be a oh man, that'd be a, they would start importing, no, sorry.
You gotta think of it from a bunch of weird ways, and like I said, I'm not positive. I already think I do, but you're looking at the tariffs graph, figure 4 in the book. Says, in this case, we can identify two effects. First, when the tariff raises the domestic price of textiles above the world price, it encourages domestic producers to increase production from quantities supplied 1 to quantities supplied 2. Sorry. So on the left side of the graph, where it goes from the $400 to the $60 price, the difference there, which is, I got 300.
Yeah, that looks good. I checked out the graph and the difference between 40 and 60 on both of them, and it's 300.
Okay. Yeah, they're both 300.
Cool beans.
All right.
Always
That's
going
A.
to be the same, but A, that's what I got, yeah.
Cool.
Does everyone understand that or disagree with me? Or
I agree.
we good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. 16. The figure illustrates the market for roses in a country. The amount of revenue collected by the government from the tariff is, and I got A, $200. That's 1 times 200.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah, no, that, yeah, I got that one.
Okay. 17. The General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, GATT, was initiated in response to B, the high tariffs imposed during the Great Depression.
Yeah, we're good on that one.
Yeah, that's Yeah, these last ones are easy. The infant industry argument is A, is based on the belief that protecting industries when they are young will pay off later.
Yeah.
Good.
That one.
19. I think I got a question on this one though. What?
We're good.
Which of the following arguments, number 19, which of the following arguments for trade restrictions is often advanced? I put D, trade restrictions are sometimes necessary for national security. Now, I'm not sure about that one at all, actually.
Yeah, I put C, but I wasn't sure either. I was looking in the book, but I couldn't
Yeah,
find
I'm trying to,
correct answer.
sorry, I feel like I'm cutting people off a lot.
No, you're good. I didn't find a direct answer, so I went with C, but I don't know.
I actually looked up I Googled define advanced
Uh-huh.
because I was like, what's it mean by that? And it says new and not yet generally accepted or far on or ahead in development or progress. I don't know. I put national security just as that was one that it said that
Whoa.
What's going on? Can you guys hear me?
yeah,
Yeah.
you're fine. So I put that one just because it said that usually like steel guys will make that argument even though they're probably just trying to protect their industry. But I don't know how that really applies to that question. It's not a very good question in my opinion.
Yeah, what it says about advanced. Yeah. I guess it does make sense though, because so looking at the PowerPoint has like some of the common arguments for restricting trade, looks like. And I think that's the one, the national security is the one that's on there. The other ones I don't see on there.
I think we lost Mario. Hello?
Yeah. I don't see him anymore.
Yeah.
I got a call
He
from
said he messed.
Right, I'll try to invite him again.
Okay.
But yeah, I do see that in the book, so that makes sense.
Which one? Sorry.
For D, what
The
Eric
national
was saying,
security.
that it talks about national security.
Well, take a sec while I try to get him Mario back on and see if we can nail it down. Play better
He's
than
gone.
Music.
I don't see his. There's somebody calling, but I don't know. I don't see anything to answer it.
Huh.
He's calling me on here again. Hey Mario, are you there?
Oh, did you get the message from him?
Yeah. Why is it not letting him in?
No.
I don't know.
I just invited him a second time. Now we're just about done, so if he misses the last question, I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah, we can probably just message what we got to him.
Okay, well. Okay. 20 is economists view the fact that Florida grows oranges, Texas pumps oil, and California makes wine as a confirmation of the virtues of free trade.
Yep.
So that
Yep.
cool beans.
Hey, you guys there?
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. My phone wasn't working. It wouldn't let me on, so I just got on the computer. I don't have a camera, though.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
All right. Okay, so for the last, sorry, just to go over, the last two I got 19 I got D and 20 I got A. Is
Yep.
that what you guys got? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Why did you get D on 19?
On 20 or on 19?
On 19.
Well, I'm trying to think. I was reading through it when I did it. Let me see.
I'm just asking because I wasn't 100%.
Yeah, no, you're good. Free trade. You know what? I don't have it right here. I was reading through it though, so I think that's it. But it may not be. I feel like it's like trying to search for that one phrase that says like, oh, this is like a complicated one or whatever.
Advance. That's where I don't see it.
Yeah.
My thought is when it says which is often advanced, probably just means like which is often used. Like people will advance this argument, like they'll just use this argument. And that's the one, the national security one is the one that of all those that I see in the PowerPoint under like the common arguments or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's why I put it.
Okay.
That makes,
Nope. I think we'll go with it.
that's good to me.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Did you guys already go through all of them then? I mean, we don't have to go through them again. I was just wondering.
Oh, did we tell you 20?
Yeah, I put D on 20 or A, sorry, A on 20. Is that what you guys got?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then yeah, I think we're good.
Cool.
Yeah. Same time next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds
good.
good.
I'll set it up again. I should be fine.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for leading us, Nathan.
No worries.
Yeah.
See you later.